Have you ever heard of the saying, "No guts, no glory"? Well, in the skies over Nazi Germany, it was more like, "No range, no survival" for American bombers. In the early days of World War II, B-17s and B-24s flew deep into enemy territory, but their fighter escorts, like the P-47 Thunderbolt, couldn't go the distance. Once they turned back, the bombers were left vulnerable, and the German Luftwaffe swooped in like wolves on a flock. The losses were staggering, a grim reality that threatened the entire Allied strategic bombing campaign. Then, a game-changer entered the scene, the P-51 Mustang. Initially, it was just an average fighter with an Allison engine. But when British engineers suggested pairing it with the legendary Rolls-Royce Merlin engine, the Mustang transformed into a thoroughbred. This new version, built by Packard in the US, had incredible speed, climb rate, and, most crucially, unprecedented range. Outfitted with drop tanks, the P-51B could fly over 850 miles, escorting bombers all the way to Berlin and back, a feat the German High Command thought was impossible. Imagine the shock on March 4, 1944. Colonel Donald Blakesley led his P-51s over the skies of Berlin, escorting the first major daylight bombing raid on the capital. German aces, and even Hermann Göring himself, were stunned to see American fighters so deep inside their territory. The myth of the Reich's invulnerable heartland was shattered. From that day on, no target in Germany was safe. The arrival of the Mustang forced the Luftwaffe into a desperate war of attrition over its own soil. German pilots, no matter how skilled, were ground down in constant combat. They were losing experienced pilots and planes they simply couldn't replace. As a result, American bomber losses plummeted. By April 1944, the Allies had achieved air superiority. The Mustangs weren't just escorting anymore, they were actively hunting, strafing German airfields, and destroying the Luftwaffe on the ground before it could even take off. This dominance in the air was absolutely critical for the success of D-Day. When Allied troops stormed the beaches of Normandy, the once mighty Luftwaffe was a shadow of its former self, unable to mount any significant opposition. The P-51 Mustang didn't just win dogfights. It changed the very nature of air warfare, proving that long-range escort was the key to victory and influencing fighter design for decades to come. Thanks for watching, everyone. If you enjoyed this piece of history, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more stories of legendary aircraft and pivotal moments in history. See you next time.